Make sure to check out my Patreon for exclusive videos never before seen on YouTube. And don't forget to also check out the memberships on my channel page to join and gain access to perks and see videos early. Make sure to click the subscribe button and hit the bell and be notified of new videos. All the support goes to the production of the channel for better content. Now let's get into the video. Trunks would then find the Goku that he is looking for, as Trunks has finally arrived in this timeline. He doesn't have much time, which is a strong word, as Demigra is only growing stronger as he's battling the Time Controller as we speak. He only has one option. He would then find the nearest Goku that he could, and he notices that this Goku is different. He can absorb negative energy. His ki is kind of the opposite of what normal ki is. That could work in their favor. It's the only other choice that he has, as all the other Gokus currently he cannot reach in time. They've already been closed off by Demigra's power. He would then instantly teleport Goku, who was in the middle of training with his son, as Goku would then appear in the middle of nowhere. He would then be floating in nothingness. It was just solid black color. He would look around and see what's happening, as he would then see Trunks. Trunks would then explain to him everything that he can. Goku has no clue what this time mumbo-jumbo stuff is, but in short terms, Trunks basically explains to him that I need your help, and listen, I need you to help this time controller. Goku instantly recognizes that he looks familiar. He looks just like his son, but there's no time for that now. He asks Goku to help. If they don't defeat this guy called Demigra, he's an evil god, all of time will be destroyed. Goku instantly agrees, and we would have the same fighting scene that we had in Xenoverse, where Goku would help the Time Controller battle Demigra. Now we know that Goku went Super Saiyan 3 in this, but in this timeline he doesn't. So when Goku actually helped battles Demigra, Goku would then go Super Saiyan, which it looks like Super Saiyan Blue, but it is not, just to clarify for people. It's Super Saiyan, but the opposite. His colors are inverted because he's using negative energy. So his hair is actually blue, and the aura is blue, just to clarify. And if he went Super Saiyan Blue, the color would actually be red, because the inverted color of blue is red. So just for people to explain. I know it's confusing, but just for you guys to know. Goku would be battling Demigra next to the Time Controller, as during this time, he's actually been absorbing the negative energy around him. Demigra had a lot of it. As Goku was only growing stronger and stronger, at first he was being completely outclassed by Demigra, to where now he was overpowering him. Once Demigra transformed into his full power, he would turn the tides on Goku and the Time Controller once again. Until both of them would continue getting stronger, Goku was absorbing so much energy that it was insane. As remember, Goku here is way more durable and way more powerful. Goku would start to overpower it. With the help of the Time Controller, using a full power Kamehameha, they would defeat Demigra, killing him. Now, Goku during this whole time was really satisfied that he fought somebody so strong, and Goku got insanely powerful from this. As Goku doesn't really know what else to do now, Trunks would then thank him, and he would then tell him that he's very proud. As Goku was confused, Trunks would then state that everybody will remember what you did, and then Goku would then reappear back in his world. He was very confused, but Trunks would have told him to never say what happened, and to please promise that to him. Goku understands. Now, most of the timeline would have gone similar for Goku, as they would have continued training. Now, Trunks would have already warned him about the androids appearing, since remember, this future Trunks is not appearing. So, this timeline, it is actually Xeno Trunks who warned Goku, not the future Trunks that you guys know of. There was no time machine that went back, so it was Xeno Trunks that warned Goku. So now that Goku knows about it, Goku knows, and yes, I know there are the rules about, oh, you're not allowed to interfere with time, but I feel like Trunks would do this because it's Trunks. He's done it before to where he nearly collapsed about Gohan. I feel like Trunks would do this since not even the Supreme Kai of Time is actually there, so Goku secretly knows that something is coming. But once when those 2 to 3 years pass, once when Goku had told all his friends about it, they arrived, there was no androids. Now, Goku was confused. That's what that one guy said, that there were androids, but there isn't any. Remember, this version of Goku is different. He's not really Goku, and more or less he's Kakarot. Goku here, when he fought the Red Ribbon Army, he did not just defeat a few of them to just survive. He hunted them. Remember how strong he was, and I stated before in part 1 that he purposely went after all of them, destroying the whole Red Ribbon Army in his way, as he doesn't want them to get in his way and become a problem later. That's something that Goku was very naive and he didn't really think about. So Dr. Gero was actually killed. So that means there are no androids and there's no Cell. So Krillin does not get the W this time. He'll go with somebody else though, I'm sure. Maybe not as good, but somebody else. So Goku would then look around, and the only theory that Goku would think, and with Piccolo's help, is maybe that Trunks guy was wrong, or maybe him going in his mind to that timeline maybe changed some things. Maybe it affected to where these androids won't appear. But just to be safe, he has Bulma look into it, and she confirms that Dr. Gero did have a secret lab, but there wasn't really anything in there. No androids, no nothing, as Dr. Gero wouldn't have had time to even prepare the androids. There was some early models like Ader and stuff like that, and some robots, but nothing as advanced like that, nothing past that, which kind of bummed Goku out a little bit. He was really hoping for it. Now, what about the heart virus? Now, I feel like in this timeline, if Goku did get the heart virus, then he would have passed away, unfortunately. Or would he? In this timeline, when Goku actually gets the heart virus, and I believe he falls, I feel like during this time, there were already cases about the heart virus happening. And I feel like Bulma would already have a cure made. Even if Goku did not get the medicine, then Goku unfortunately would pass away. But in this timeline, I'm going to follow what if they already had the medicine already. We're changing up the story a lot here. So Goku would have had the medicine, though it's early development, and there was a 50-50% chance that it might not work, as it's still early. But they were able to develop it, and Goku was able to survive. Since there was no Cell and no androids, this means that the Cell arc would never happen. Of course, this changes the timeline massively, but we all know. Goku would then continue training with his son, and then they would have another child named Bra. Now Goku would then train with the two, as 7 years would then pass. The same events would happen unless Goku would then die and come back, which that does not happen in this timeline. Goku would not have 24 hours with Baba. Goku would then meet up with all of his friends for the World Martial Arts Tournament. Now Vegeta in this timeline is a little bit less arrogant, and he's not as hurting pride as he was. He does want to surpass Kakarot and beat him. Now Vegeta by this point does have Super Saiyan, and the two have already had their little dream match. Once when Vegeta would have unlocked it on his own, he definitely would have unlocked it and went to fight Goku. I definitely feel like Goku would still win and defeat Vegeta. This would then confirm to him that Goku is the best and he is number one. Now Trunks by this point can already turn into a Super Saiyan, and Trunks being a teenager now, he was still good at Orange Star High School. No, he would not become the Great Saiyan Man, and he's not as per se as hidden as Gohan was. He's not afraid to hide his power as much as he would have turned Super Saiyan, not really to hide his appearance like how Gohan did. He would have just easily defeated the guys in his way with his cool sword, and that is when he would have met Videl as well. Now you could say that Trunks would even get with Videl, as those two have a very similar personality, but we'll get into that one later, as Trunks would excel in Orange Star High School, being very gifted anyway, with Bulma as his mother, so school's not much of a problem with him, and Trunks would actually get along with everybody, because Trunks is not really a geek or a dork. He's actually really strong, and he's a bit of like the popular kid, the frat boy. So yeah, Trunks is no joke. And Trunks has kept his training up too, training with his dad all the time in gravity. Trunks is not a weakling at all. Trunks is insanely strong. Once when they were all in, they would then meet the Supreme Kai. Now this is when Trunks would then see that Videl was gravely wounded, and this would anger him immensely, as Videl is his close friend. This is when Trunks would then showcase Super Saiyan to Kibito. And it's the same scene with Gohan, but Trunks is so strong that even Super Saiyan is stronger than how Super Saiyan 2 Gohan was. Remember, Trunks has just as much potential as Goten and Gohan. I would say Goten has more. But Trunks is no joke. He's been training for all these years, growing immensely strong. But unfortunately, those two would then take Trunks' energy, and they would then sap all of his power out of him with the machine. The same scene would then follow, with them following Spopovich and Yamu all the way towards Babdi's ship, which this is what the Supreme Kai wanted, as the Supreme Kai would have held Trunks back with his magic, because they needed to follow Babdi's ship. Now once when Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Trunks, who's recovered, would all arrive, they would then easily dispatch a Pui Pui and Yakan, as those two were easy. Now what about attacking their hearts? Babidi, I feel, would definitely go after Vegeta first, as he has the most tainted heart. But Vegeta would not allow it to happen. Vegeta does not allow himself to be taken over by Babidi because he already lost to Goku and he's accepting of it. Babidi would still even try to take over Goku and even Piccolo, who both have evil in their hearts a little bit, but unfortunately they would both overpower it. Babidi ran out of options as there's nothing that he can do. This is when Deborah would then be sent to go after the others. Now this is when Trunks would then battle Deborah, and Deborah would then shoot a spit, which Piccolo would actually get in the way and to be turned to stone. Now Trunks in Super Saiyan would easily overpower Deborah, as Trunks is insanely powerful by his own. Deborah would have no chance, and Trunks would have killed him in battle. But since Trunks' energy was taken, and there was so much of it, it was more than enough to revive Majin Buu. Now that Majin Buu was revived, this is when Goku and Vegeta would then play paper, rock, scissors to see who would go up against Buu first. And Vegeta won, which this sucks for Goku, but Vegeta finally gets a turn. Vegeta would then turn Super Saiyan and begin attacking Majin Buu. Now Vegeta is incredibly strong here. Having Goku to fight around, he does get good Zenkais, and he even trains with Trunks. Now Vegeta does have a child of his own, and you could say that maybe she would still name him Gohan, but no. That is up to you guys in the comments. What would you name Vegeta's child? Now remember that Chi-Chi would call them Einstein. I don't think Vegeta would do that. Vegeta would probably think of a more of a Saiyan name to name the child. But you guys let me know down below, what would Vegeta's child name be? Now, Vegeta's child is not in this timeline because remember, Chi-Chi here is kind of spoiling the child since the child is only a couple of years old. So the child will be around Goten's age, maybe they're best friends with Trunks, but other than that, the child I guess would be similar to how Trunks is or Goten, and it's very sheltered since Chi-Chi wants him to become a great scholar. So just to explain that to you, unfortunately Vegeta's kid is getting the Gohan treatment currently. Maybe down the line it'll be better. Now, cutting back towards Majin Buu, Vegeta would be attacking Majin Buu with everything that he had, even turning Super Saiyan 2. As during 7 years, he can definitely unlock his power. Now, Vegeta was immensely strong. He was near the levels of his Majin form, but not just there. As Majin Buu would still overpower him, this is when Trunks would then come in and tell his father to let him fight Majin Buu. Goku would allow him, as Goku wants his children to grow up to be able to take care of themselves and have some fun. As Goku can easily kill Majin Buu without much of a thought, he absorbed a lot of power from Demigra, and Goku's gotten immensely strong. So, once when Trunks would then go attack Majin Buu, he would then turn into a Super Saiyan 2, and he would begin attacking Majin Buu. Trunks with his sword would then slice Majin Buu into tons of pieces, as Majin Buu was being overpowered by Trunks. Trunks was not holding back against Buu, but Goku can sense that Buu is not all that evil. But Goku's not going to take any chances here, because even though Majin Buu's not all evil, he is still a threat, and Goku's not going to take any chances. Goku would then take this chance to then kill Babidi already, as remember Goku's not as nice as he originally is, as he sometimes gives people a second chance, but not as much. He knows that Majin Buu is way too dangerous, and even if they did free him, his childish nature could be too dangerous. He could sneeze the wrong way and destroy the planet. And he wants Trunks to get this win for himself. So, Trunks would then charge up all of his energy as Goku tells him to finish it. Trunks would then fire a massive Kamehameha, hitting Majin Buu full force, and it would completely obliterate Majin Buu, killing him. This means that there was no Super Buu, Buuhan, Buu-Tenks, and Kid Buu. This also means that there's no Oob or Maju, unfortunately. Now you could say Goku could ask to maybe come back as somebody good one day, but I don't think that would happen, nor would really King Yemma want to do something like that, or the dragon. Doesn't matter. Fortunately, there's no Oob. So, peace was finally restored, and the Supreme Kai was very grateful in this, and he would thank Goku and the others. He would even offer, maybe, to go train, and Goku would not turn this down, same with Vegeta, and same with Trunks. So, they would all go to Supreme Kai's world and begin their training. Now, out of the whole bunch, Goku was already immensely strong in his own right, but they could maybe teach him a thing or two. The Supreme Kai would even see Goku's full power, and he would tell him that there's not much that I can really teach you. But Vegeta, and mainly Trunks, definitely. Vegeta's a natural prodigy already, and Trunks has that hybrid potential, and he already uses a sword. Now, Vegeta's not a sword guy, so he tells Trunks to have it. So Trunks in Super Saiyan will be able to remove the Z-Sword, and when they're messing around with it using Ketchin, which is the strongest metal in the universe, they would accidentally destroy the sword, thus bringing out Elder Kai. Now, Elder Kai would then offer Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks to unlock their potentials, but Goku would actually decline it. And even though he declined it, and that's not much in Goku's nature, remember here, even if Elder Kai would look at him, he states, well, I kinda can't. They would wonder why, and he says, well, because your energy is completely different than anything I've ever felt before. I don't think me doing that ritual will really unlock really anything. Your potential will be unlocked another way, I believe, but these two I can do it the normal way. You're a bit weird. Which kind of offended Goku, but he'll let it go. As with Vegeta and Trunks, he would then unlock their potentials using their potential unleash form. So Vegeta has gotten immensely powerful, Trunks has sufficed from it the most. As he has the most potential, he would become amazingly strong, much stronger than Mystic Gohan was, nearing the levels of Buhan in power. Vegeta by this point, with the Mystic form, would be around Super Buu's level, maybe a little bit stronger, maybe around Buu-Tank's. So he's right behind Trunks. And the two would then test their forms out fighting each other, and also fighting Goku, who would admit that they are incredibly strong. So, right after this, they would all head back home after thanking the Kais, were thanking them graciously for defeating Majin Buu, as that was a threat to the universe. Far away, a purple cat was taking a nice, long slumber, but he would then awaken having visions of a Super Saiyan God, a being that can give him a true challenge. Now, Whis would then chime in that Frieza was defeated by a Saiyan. It would be the same scenario of what happened originally, with the same dialogue, as Beerus was shocked that Frieza would lose to a Saiyan, but how is that possible? Now, Whis would then explain that, well, this mortal is strange. And apparently, he was even able to absorb negative energy. His ki's like the opposite of what it should be. It's very strange, never seen nothing like it. This intrigued Beerus immensely. He would then state where they all are, and they will state that they are on planet Earth. Beerus would then head right there. So this means that he never had the King Kai fight against Goku, but we're going to get to that one shortly. Now Goku was there as he needs to be. It's Bulma's 38th birthday party, and they were all enjoying having a great time. Now Beerus would arrive just like before. Now this timeline, Goten and Trunks did not ruin Beerus's pudding or Majin Buu in the movie. So Beerus would actually have a good time. He would eat all the earth food and dance as well for people, having a good time. But his main goal is still here. He tells Goku and the others that he wants to fight a Super Saiyan God, and he challenges Goku first. Now Beerus does not sense any God Ki, but not even Beerus can sense his power. It's strange. It's not God energy, but it's something else. He even asked Whis if he can sense it, and Whis says no. Goku would never turn down a challenge. Vegeta was terrified of Beerus as he knows how strong he is. Goku would then fly up and burst into his Super Saiyan form, attacking Beerus. Now Beerus was blocking the attacks with ease, as though Goku has gotten much stronger. Nearing the levels of his Super Saiyan God strength, he would be able to hold his own against Beerus pretty well, but we know that Beerus is much more powerful than that. So unfortunately, Beerus would overpower Goku. Goku would even ascend, going into Super Saiyan 2, which will give him a little edge for a little bit, but then Beerus was starting to get kind of bored. He doesn't have God Ki. Come on, man, show him something. Now, this is when Goku would have no other options. He would then tell Beerus, let's use the Dragon Balls, maybe we can figure something out with that. Once when they summoned Shenron, Shenron would then explain the Super Saiyan God tale just like the original. So, they have enough Saiyans, they would then all gather around Goku and then turn him into the Super Saiyan God. Now, wait a minute, what does Super Saiyan God look like? Well, this version of Goku is basically going to look the exact same as he originally did, but the color is going to be very, very different. Goku's hair color is going to be blue. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? And it's also the same thing for yellow as well. Yellow is a bluish color, more of a darkish blue. But solid red is actually a very, very light blue color. So, Goku's Super Saiyan God form, instead of red, is nice, bright blue. So, Goku would then battle Beerus, and he would actually hold very well. The Super Saiyan God power giving him energy he's never felt before. Goku is much stronger, well over his strength as the original Super Saiyan God in the original timeline. He was already at that level as a Super Saiyan 2, imagine with the God boost. He would give Beerus an immensely fun fight. Even though Goku would then lose the power, even in Super Saiyan 2 he grew much stronger, absorbing the strength within it, and he would still battle Beerus, giving Beerus an amazingly fun fight. But unfortunately, Beerus would then state that this is over, you're gassed out, and he would defeat Goku. This is one of the rare times that Goku actually loses, as Goku's never encountered somebody so strong like Beerus. Now, the same events would happen to where Goku and Vegeta would then go train with Beerus and Whis. Trunks would then stay behind as he had to finish up school, as Bulma still thinks that's pretty important, but she does tell Trunks to continue training, so he is strong enough when the time does come. When Goku and Vegeta continue their training under Whis, the same events would happen to where they would unlock their Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan forms. But once when they unlock these forms, there's a bit of a difference. Vegeta's form is blue, as it looks like Goku's other forms. Goku's Super Saiyan quote-unquote blue form is inverted, so it's called Super Saiyan Red, or short. So with Goku's Super Saiyan Red form, Goku at this point was immensely strong. The Super Saiyan Red form increasing his strength much more as a Super Saiyan God. And Vegeta, even though he does have new power, this is when we would then have Frieza. Because if you guys remember, Frieza would still come back and he would begin training for the next few months to grow stronger, unlocking his golden form. Once when they would arrive, Vegeta would tell Goku that he wants to fight first. Now, cutting back a few more minutes, we would still have Trunks in his Mystic form battling all the other Frieza soldiers with ease, and he would actually be able to battle Final Form Frieza pretty well, and not be completely humiliated like how Gohan was. And Trunks was strong enough to hold Frieza off for Goku and Vegeta to arrive back on time so they can fight. So now cutting back forward, Goku was very proud of his son, but let them stand back and handle this. As Vegeta would then take this chance, he's been waiting for this. Vegeta would then turn Super Saiyan Blue as Frieza went into his golden form, and the two would fight. The fight would go very similar to how Goku and Frieza did, with Frieza being a little bit stronger than Vegeta at first. Now Vegeta would start to notice that something's happening to Frieza. He's not used to his power. So Frieza's power level was dropping quickly. Now this is when Goku would then butt right into Vegeta, just like how he did in the original with opposites were reversed. Vegeta had his turn, now it's his turn. Now Vegeta says that's not fair, he's already weakened, he can beat him on his own. And of course, Goku would say fine, you know what, fine. He would then land as Vegeta would continue having his time to shine. Now once when Frieza was out of his golden form being desperate, he would still blow up the planet Earth. But Whis did save them, reversing time by 5 minutes, telling Goku to handle this. Goku would then fly in and completely obliterate Frieza, thus being the same thing as the original. Frieza had no chance, unfortunately, especially against Goku. But Goku was amazed with how strong Frieza got within a few months. It's incredible. But now that Frieza was gone, what now? Well, Beerus would still be fighting with Champa over Universe 7 and Universe 6. Now, the Universe 6 and 7 arc would go pretty similar, with them all jumping into the tournament. It's just here, the characters are much stronger. Trunks would also even replace Piccolo as well, and Trunks would even do very well. I definitely think he would probably fight somebody more like Vegeta to replace Vegeta, and Trunks would still win, and the thing with Frost would still go the same. Now, the main characters, as we all know, Vegeta would still fight Kaba, is Hit. Now, once when Hit fights Vegeta first, Vegeta would still be overwhelmed and be defeated. Since Vegeta's never seen that ability before, he wasn't prepared. Now with Goku seeing it once, he would easily overpower Hit with his speed. Going Super Saiyan God, he would overpower Hit and defeat him within the first minute, knocking Hit out of the ring and being the winner. Now Beerus would not have Monako around, as there's no need, Goku's already strong enough, and he's only growing stronger. So Beerus would still use the Dragon Balls to wish back their Earth, as to being the nice brother that he is. They would still meet Zeno, and Goku would still become best friends with him. Now Goku wouldn't be as super polite, but he'll still be really nice to them, and Zeno would think of him as a nice friend. Now we're going to be cutting forward. What about the Goku Black arc? Now Goku Black would still be taking over the body of Goku from the same timeline that he followed, so it won't be this version of Goku, as Goku Black wouldn't know how to use that negative energy. It wouldn't make any sense. So Zamasu and Goku Black would still show up. Now hold on, what about Trunks, as wasn't that the whole point about how Trunks meddled with time? Yes and no. Since Zeno Trunks broke some rules and he went through other timelines once again, even though Supreme Kai told him not to, Zamasu would have caught wind of this, I believe, through God Tube, if you guys know what that is, and he would have caught the ripples effect of it. This is when Zamasu, in my opinion, would still have the Zero Mortals plan, and he still would have enacted on it either way. So, this is when Goku Black would then show up. Now, they don't have time machines to go to different timelines, but with time rings, Goku Black and Zamasu would arrive at that time, and they would fight the Z Fighters. Now, Goku Black, even though he would have Super Saiyan Rose and Zamasu would be immortal, it doesn't matter, unfortunately. Goku would easily overpower mainly Goku Black, who was not immortal, and he would kill him before they even do the fusion. Now, you could say that, well, now Zamasu's immortal. What are they going to do? And technically, Beerus can't really destroy Zamasu because the Super Dragon Balls are above him, and he can't really destroy immortal people like that. That wouldn't make any sense. Now, this is when I believe that Goku would still have that Zeno button, that he would still meet Zeno and play with him for a little bit. Being desperate, he would then tell Zeno about how bad that guy is and he needs to destroy only him. Zeno this time around would agree and kill Zamasu, wiping him out completely. And in return, Goku promises to play hide and seek with him for the next couple of days, which Zeno would accept, and Goku would begin playing hide and seek with him for the next few days. Now, this version of Goku is not as much as a goofy goober, so he would not basically be throwing out the idea of a whole massive tournament idea. So in reality, the Tournament of Power would not happen, as Goku's not as childish in this show, and he wouldn't say something like that knowing what the consequences are going to be. So the Tournament of Power would never happen. This means that Frieza was never resurrected, so he stays dead in hell. Now, this also means that the Broly movie would not happen, because, again, Broly was not found by Frieza, so there would be no need. So Broly and Paragus would be on planet Vampa, and Chi-Lai and Lemo would meet them, you could say they can, and they would just maybe go on adventures with them, and Broly might be even joining the Galactic Patrol, or he just becomes best friends and he finds his own destiny. And he kind of becomes a savior of the universe in his own right, but not in terms of that route to where Frieza corrupts him and tries to turn him to a legendary Super Saiyan to fight Goku and Vegeta. Since those two are now done, what about the Granola arc? Well, since Frieza is dead, Granola wouldn't really have a reason to kind of go after them. And even if he did know about the Saiyans, and just for laughs, even if Granola did go after them, I feel like he would still lose in the end, because even if Goku and Vegeta would have lost, especially if Gas made the same wish, Beerus would have defeated them in his own right because they're in balance to the universe. Now, what about Moro? Now, since Goku does not have Ultra Instinct, you could say that even though Beerus does train with Goku to help him, I feel like Goku fighting Moro would be able to unlock Ultra Instinct for the first few times, and he would overpower Moro and kill him. Or, if Goku would still even lose against that version of Moro, then Beerus would step in and defeat him using the Hakai ability. So Beerus would be the MVP near the end route, but I think that definitely Vegeta would also get Ultra Ego. Goku would start to learn Ultra Instinct, especially if he fought Moro, who pushed him past his limit for sure. So, and currently, Dragon Ball Daima is not done yet, so we don't know the future of that. And that is it for this series, you guys. Thank y'all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let's get to 50,000 subscribers, and I'll talk to you all later.